Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is Sub0xTbyte and I am shooting right back at you with another video today. Now of course we all know that sometimes we get annoyed in this game, right? I mean, we all have our differences and usually they are only short lasting and they never really get that much out of hand, right? Well, today is the day that I snapped. I am just done with it right now. Again and again I keep having these noobs finding out where I live and it is just driving me nuts. Now I woke up from a dream that I was all the way back in Roblox and I was living the American dream, man. I am telling you, it was awesome. I was just doing parkour and all that kind of stuff and I was having a blast, to be honest. But then of course I woke up from that dream, which is always horrible if you ask me. But I decided that I did not want to travel all the way into Roblox and that I was just going to go ahead and do some things here in Minecraft. I mean, come on. But the point here is that I saw that Lego commercial on the TV. So we are building a portal to get to that place. But I recognized some places. So I am following my thoughts here. Now of course, like I said, we're going to do some research and it is going to be amazing. Of course there are a lot of things and we should have been doing right now. We are not doing that, we're living our own life right now. Our lives to just go ahead and do some searching. So I'm going to take you on this journey. Was going to really awesome. And we're never going to stop believing. I mean literally cannot stop believing. Are based on stop believing from journey, that's some as a joke. Now let's go ahead and do this. I mean, we're already jumping. We're not getting very far, to be honest, so we'll just have to hang on, get with it, and make sure that we finally get this done, because no one wants to walk around all day. I mean, why walk around? We can be trumping. That is the best of thing ever, and I'm not kidding. So what do you guys think of this? I mean, I really like it, so I'm hoping you guys will like this video as well. Otherwise this would all be for naught and we would not win that. I mean, I do not win that. Now I am not the best person in detective work on YouTube, but at least I try, so it doesn't really matter that going on, which is nice. Now of course you might be thinking, what are we doing in this Lego world? Well, I mean, we could have been doing anything else right now, but we're doing that. I mean, why wouldn't we? I mean, I had a dream about this and the dream was awesome, so I would like to go ahead and use jump around all day long, otherwise I'm probably going to be bored, and I do not want to be bored. I mean, it's not fun. I did all want to sit on my couch all day long and I just want to do something. Now you might be like, why would you not want to sit on your couch all day long? Well, that is a good question, but it has great answer. And the answer will be, the answer to this $1 million question is that I do not like that. I do not want that. And I will never want to just sit on my couch all day long. So let's make the best of this so we can go out and do everything that we like and doing some freaking stuff. I mean, this is not outdated, right? I mean, I still like it, so it could not be outdated. So let's go ahead. Alright, so guys, please forgive me right now for what I am doing with this thing here, because I literally have no idea what I am doing right now. This is just some on the fly thinking right here, because I literally have no idea how to use all of this. So if you have any sort of tips and tricks for me, well, it will always be welcome, of course. But right now I do not really have enough time to go look for some tutorials, because I will really need to make sure that no one finds me in this new dimension, which is actually still my home. I mean, no one will find me, right? I told that chip to just go away a couple of minutes ago, so I hope that he respects that instead of following me or coming back with like a group of guys or something, because I usually get intimidated pretty quick and I am like a turtle. I will need a shell so that I can hide in there, and right now I do not have a shell, so this is basically my shell right now. I will have to make sure that I can get through this, otherwise I will not have my shell for whenever more people show up, and then, well, that means that it is time to panic for me. So I am just going to be hoping that this Lego approach to my house actually works, otherwise, like I just said, I am going to be real cool man. Okay, maybe not a cool man because it is not like the houses are that cool, but I am just going to be making sure that once I get this done that I am going to go right back to bed for like a week, because right now I actually am kind of a dead man when it comes to this. I mean, there is no such thing as getting too much sleep for me right now, because right now it just feels like I am not even doing anything anymore. All day long I am just roaming around my house and stuff without a thought, and I am just so tired that I have got no idea what to go do. But then when I think that I might be able to go to bed, and the second that my head hits my pillowcase, there is another person at my door and I have got to get up again to be able to defend the fort. I mean, there is not worse feeling than this, but all of that will soon come to an end because I actually feel confident about this right now. But however I might be feeling about this Lego house of mine that I am going to be building, it will still take a lot of time before I am actually done with this thing because there is just so much work to do right now. Maybe I should hire some people to come and work for me and build this thing for me. Oh wait, never mind, I am cool right now and that is not what I should do because I am trying to keep the people out of this Minecraft realm. And of course if they were to be the ones who build this thing, then they would be finding out where I would live, or I should pack it up and move it somewhere else. But I will not go and do that because that looks like just a little bit too much of a hassle, which is not what I am looking for right now, because if I have got to work even more on this thing I will probably end up losing my mind over it, which is not what I am looking for right now. So I am just going to go ahead and get this all over with so that I can actually get some stuff done instead of trying to be a builder and a talker at the same time, because my words will not feed my mouth right now, or ever actually. But then again, why not, right? I mean, my words are actually filling my mouth, but that just sounds weird, so I am just going to cut that off right there and start talking about something else like nothing ever happened right here. My god, I can be so awkward at times for some reason. So next thing that is up on my little short list of things that you should be applying to your house when you really want this to have a Lego feel to it, and it might sound a little weird, I might get that, but just hear me out, alright? So first thing first will be Lego blocks. A lot of Lego houses are filled with Legos because it just looks really much like Lego, and I really like that as well. Plus it is going to give you some childhood feel that will shine right into your house, which of course is cool as well. I mean, who would not want that, right? But second of all is the color. This here is always going to be your go-to color when it comes to building a Lego house, and try new stuff and colored Legos when you want to add some color or a floor or something like that should be cool. I am just thinking out loud right now, so just bear with me so that we can actually get done with some stuff right here, because otherwise we are still going to be building on this thing for the better part of a year or something like that. But to be honest, that is just an educated guess on my end of the spectrum. But let's continue with what I was saying a minute ago, and I was talking about building a cool Lego house, because this is something that I think is really awesome, because the Lego house is by far my favorite one out of all of the styles that you have got around here today, just because I loved to play with Legos as a kid, which I was not that good at. Now that I start thinking about it, it is actually smart that I think about this kind of stuff right now before I start doing them in the first place, but still that would be pretty cool. At least that is what I think. I mean, no one is going to expect a thing right now, and that is exactly what I want with this right here. So no one will ever be able to go and start stealing some of my ideas again, which is good, so that I do not have go out and make more stuff over and over and over and over again, like I always have to do. So alright, if I may say so myself, I think that the House of Legos, aka the Lego house, is coming along pretty nicely. Of course we are just setting up the walls and stuff right now. But like Donald Trump says, there is nothing better than a good wall. Okay, he did not really say that, but just let me have a moment here, okay? But yeah, even though we are still building the walls so that everything is sturdy in here, it is actually looking pretty nice. But alright, also decoration is low-key, just high-key right now, so get going on that as well. Just light this bad boy up with like vines and all that kind of stuff. Just whatever you think will fit into this thing, because ultimately it will become your house and maybe one day even your home. And you know how I feel about building a home rather than a house, because a house is just that, a house. It is 4 walls and a roof. But a home is so much more than that. I mean, it still is 4 walls and a roof, but right now it also is filled with love, like a real home should be filled with. In my opinion, of course. I actually am hoping that you are feeling a little bit safe in my new car right here that I am going to be building, even though it might be doing a lot of weird things right now, because I am not sure what there is, but then again I am pretty sure that there is something going on that I cannot fathom right now, so that might just be me. But let's just hope that we do not end up crashing or anything like that, because that would just be really bad in my opinion, and I cannot have that right now, especially since we are still going ahead and trying to work things out here. I mean, it would be really bad if we were to go ahead and do something stupid right now, so let's just not do that and we can just live on another day, right? And maybe on that other day we can actually find ourselves some love or something like that, because I feel like that is really something that would suit us very well right now. But that might just be me and I might be going rattling right here, but I am just so nervous because I have never actually had a Lego car before, since I am actually not that good of a builder with Legos, which might sound weird right now. Who needs that when there are a million haters out there waiting to give you the attention that you would never get from that small amount of lovers and fans? That is apparently just how this business works, and I make the best of it. Now I just hope that everyone accepts you as my new boyfriend, because I really like you as of right now. Now you may have heard that I also love something else. Well, that is of course murder mystery, and yes, I do love that, but it will not come in between the two of us. Let me explain. I guess by saying please I just have to do these questions, right? But I think that one is pretty obvious. I started this question with it, and it will be murder mystery. There is just something special about that game. I am not sure why, to be honest. It might be the skins. You know, you have all kinds of knife skins and pistol skins. I mean, you even have pet skins. I do not know if you guys remember Chili, the little penguin with the scarf and beanie. How awesome is that? You can only get that experience in murder mystery. Plus it also gives me a way to easily interact with a bunch of my fans at once. So we got ourselves this really cool looking car, and by cool looking I mean really awesome and really cool looking actually. That was just it. I just think that this is an amazing car. I love the old Ford Mustang designs. I love muscle cars in general because, you know, of course, as you can see, I do have a lot of muscle, so I feel like this is the only type of car that I can actually relate to. So let's just leave it at that before some people start hate commenting about my looks, while I know darn well that I look like a miniature version of Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk, but then more like the scientist Bruce Banner than the actual Hulk, because I have a little less muscle definition than he has. But all of that aside, it is time to get this car finished and actually do what I am getting paid for here before my Uncle Mario starts yelling at me in Italian while I do not even know a word of Italian. But then again, he always sounds really angry because he speaks Italian, and really fast, and most Italians love to speak with their hands and arms, so he is like waving his arms around like one of those inflatable balloon things at car parks when he speaks. So please take notes with everything that I am going to be doing today. So just make sure that whatever I am doing right now will be something that you can learn a thing or two from, and then we can go on and go out and about so that we can actually finish this thing today. Now you can see that we are using like a lot of lighter wood and light colors like some marble and that kind of stuff, because I really feel like that is something that fits with a video like this right now. And I actually want him to build a snowman next, so we will see how that pans out for him. But if I have to go off of what he did with the car, then well, let's just say that I have not gotten my hopes up just yet. This might become a little annoying though, because it will be taking a lot of work to get finished. Now of course we all know that sometimes we get annoyed in this game, right? I mean, we all have our differences, and usually they are only short lasting and they never really get that much out of hand, right? So I will deal with everything today by helping this young fella and not be mad. That is like the best idea that I have ever come up with right now. But first things first, I am already proud of the fact that I was able to get the idea from myself, which I had applied to the other things in Minecraft. But wait a second, this Lego statue is looking a little more like a freaking space invader than a statue. So this is really not close at all to getting a cigar. My man, this is just bad. I will have to make up a lot for this, but I will be doing it with a lot of pleasure, and I will not be bothered with any of this at all because I am here to help you and me. As you can see, it is pretty cool, and after some time this whole freaking thing will have come all the way down, and I could not be more excited for this right now. I mean, for some reason I am just ready to teach you guys some new stuff so that I can finally be of some use in your lives. I know that sounds weird, but let me just have this moment so that I can actually feel like I am accomplishing something for a change, which actually feels kind of new to me. Now we are basically done so that I can test to see if this base is fully operational. Yes, I just quoted Star Wars. What are you going to do about it? That is right, there is nothing that you can do about it because right now Sub-Zero Exabyte is a free man. Of course that means if there will be no visitors coming around right now, because then he would have been able to hear my entire plan and I would be screwed either way. But of course that does not matter right now. So just like I said, there is going to be a lot changing around here. Since I cannot just go out and about anymore and I will have to stick close to my house because otherwise there will be a lot going on throughout my days. Even though it seems like this guy has just built like a huge garage, which does not really matter that much. I mean, it still looks kind of good. Not as good as my build though, but what can you expect, right? But with all of that said, it is time for me to move on with this and to not get distracted anymore. So I am closing the video right now. Just like the Lego TV, I still hope that you have enjoyed this as much as ever, and I would love to see you